the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, here's Goff.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And the Jags are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. the touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
A give to Gibson running right.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop them short of the 1st down, right near the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Goff. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
53 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders. And some of the better...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, it's gone.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Second and 10.
Now gone.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Goff. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After the run, Goff going to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 2nd down and 4. Eason. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Eason. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Muhammad. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Goff, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Eason. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
They go play action with Eason. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Eason winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Eason.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars are getting closer now to that ever-elusive first Super Bowl victory.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA!
Antonio Gibson.
76 yards.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebrate. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Eason sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Eason flushed out right. Dumps that off to Penny as running back.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Cook running right. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guy